as a voting member of that, I have the same input as everybody else in the board. We have a makeup of school committee, parents, local individuals, myself, and we look at every issue that has been raised so far. We work very closely with the owner's project manager, right, the OPM, and the design and architect team from Dorr & Whittier. It's starting to firm up in its process where it's going. The initial part of this was an evaluation phase of what the current and existing facility has, what its issues are, what its current, code application is. So if there's, as the process goes, you have to look at the existing facility and what it would take to renovate that facility to bring it up to code, and what the costs associated with that would be. Right now, the phase that we're in is that's complete. We have an understanding of what the major mechanical parts and pieces would be needed and required to do that. But the architect team as well begins to look at design options. The second option is an addition renovation, where they would take and keep a part of the building. Part of the building that they're looking at is the new science labs that were updated, and I say new, it was about 10 years ago, and then build out the rest of the building, potentially around that portion of the building, and create a new facility from that. That's called the ad reno, right, the addition and renovation. And then there were two new build options, right? Each one has different prices. We haven't got really into any of the prices yet because they're still, calculating all the different requirements of each one of them and what they would be. But essentially, there will be 4 choices that will be presented to the school building committee to take a look at and then vote on. I think that'll happen probably in the September timeframe, where we'll have a little more fidelity of what the design looks like potentially and what the options are. And I think that's something that I would ask every resident in North Attleboro to take a good look at and understand the choices that are being presented. The school building committee will make a choice and vote for it and send that to the MSBA. If that's approved and accepted, we'll begin to do the design documents and prep for that, and that'll come to a vote probably sometime in June of next year. I think early June, late June at the latest. We'll have a ballot initiative for a debt exclusion and have all the costs explained. But I think it's important to look at every option. And I think people are going to really be surprised at how much it would cost just to bring the current building up to the current building code and make it an effective, but still probably, still have some issues on space and sizing that had not been addressed in the old design. Education from 50 years ago is not the same as it is today. And I've read a couple of pieces in the paper about education and the facilities, right? I think education has really changed over the past few years, and adopting and bringing in innovation, critical thinking, and technology into a space that was really not designed for that. There can be some impacts, and I think what the question we would ask the voters is, how do we want to prepare our kids for the future and to give them the best, that they can possibly be?